Okay, so that was Toxic by our guest. As you have seen in the video, ROSE MAY ALABA is our guest this afternoon. Join us on the table of live on entertainment review. And guess what? We are live on Facebook. So do well to join us on Facebook, Metro TV Ghana, and also on DSTV channel 277. And well, for those of us, for myself, I mean, I don't know for the ladies, they don't like football. So okay, yeah, I know you like a bit of it, a bit of football, but yeah. When I was following her and I saw, like, oh, she's going to be in Ghana, I was like, yo, how are we going to get her? Then, my guy hit me. I'm like, yo, we are coming to your place. I'm like, okay, that's nice. And she's joining us this afternoon in black and white, ROSE MAY ALABA. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me. Excited.
Yeah, good to
I love this table.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a
table of life.
I can tell.
Yeah, you could perform on.
I'm not sure about that.
Good to see you. It's raining today. How's it been?
It's raining like crazy.
You've been going out today?
Yeah, I've been doing interview rounds, but I've been mostly in the car. Okay. Yeah, so it's fine.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So
I like the rain.
I am quite interested in the background story. I mean the family background story. Mm-hmm. Because even on the side of your brother, I mean we're not going to dwell that so much on that. I mean there's a lot of he's going to play for Nigeria, going to play for the Philippines. He plays for Austria, right? And so it then comes to you that how was growing up like having all of these
influences?
Yes, influences. Yeah. How was it like?
I mean, it was amazing. To me, it's a blessing that like both my parents actually come together, like from two different continents, Asia and Africa. And us, for my brother and I, growing up in Vienna, Austria, born and raised, it was definitely different than growing up for my parents, one in Nigeria, one in the Philippines. But we had a very, very calm, traditional life, to be honest, because Austria is very, very small. They love like culture, tradition, classical music. It's very... You go, you go to Austria to retire, basically. So it's calm. It's nice still.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the nice thing about it? Because I'm thinking if, like in the home, there are lots of nationalities, with the background, and you're thinking, okay, what's nice about it?
I love the nature about Austria. It's very like a lot of nature, and obviously my friends, my family, they make everything beautiful.
And you started singing?
I started singing, yeah.
At what age? Like, when did you really start? I mean, professional, we'll talk about professionally, but we all do that bathroom, room singing and all that.
Yeah.
Was it that for you?
No, but it actually started like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I started singing in the bathroom, and then my parents actually like noticed that I actually can sing.
Okay.
So they supported me. They helped me to do piano lessons because I really wanted to play piano. I started playing the guitar and writing my own songs. And then when I was about like 19 years old, I started doing music professionally. Yeah.
Interesting. Professionally, what does that mean? Like, that means going to the studio and releasing a single?
Like, meaning like not having a 9-to-5 job and really living off of music. Yeah.
So you're not doing anything else?
I'm not doing anything else. We're having our own family business, the Alabas GmbH.
Okay.
And we run everything because my dad is my manager and my brother's manager. So we actually run the company. Yeah.
It's a family thing.
It's a family thing.
And you have to invest money from your business to your music?
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Yeah.
And is it actually paying?
It is actually paying. We thank God. It is actually paying. It's coming back. I'm having some live performances, and then also I'm not only doing music, but I also do fashion on my Instagram. And
I can see that.
Yeah, which also is like a money income. So like I'm very versatile. Like I just try to entertain people all in all. Yeah.
Okay. I know you had a dream of, working with a Nigerian artist. And I was wondering why a Nigerian artist, considering your background from Austria, why a Nigerian artist? And I know you achieved that dream. How did you achieve that as well?
To be honest, we don't have a lot of Afrobeat talent in Austria, nor do we have any I don't want to bash my country where I was born and raised, to be honest, but I feel like
no, please do that. Please do that because remember that over the weekend there was like a back and forth between Ghana and Nigeria when it comes to music. So please bash that one for me. Okay?
No, but I'm not even bashing somebody from Nigeria. I'm talking about Austria.
Okay, please go ahead.
Nigeria's again.
Nigeria, I cannot bash Nigeria. I can't.
Okay.
But Austria is very, like I said, very cultural, very small, like small thinking, small-minded thinking and mentality. So they don't appreciate the Afrobeat scene like I do.
Yeah.
And I think also, like, for me right now, I'm actually trying to break, the traditions with doing Afrobeats and, expanding the Afrobeat scene into the German-speaking countries. Yeah.
Talking about how...
You didn't tell us how you were able to achieve working with a Nigerian artist.
Oh, yeah, true. Sorry, I totally forgot about that question. Okay, so I've worked with the producer Kido Minat, who produced 50/50. He knew Mayokun, so so that's how we actually got the collaboration. Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, talking about how small Austria is, how do they appreciate music? You're saying that you're cultural as well. Do they really appreciate music? And you also mentioned that they don't really get to know much about Afrobeat and all that. What kind of songs do they listen to over there?
Mostly pop.
Pop.
Yeah, it's more so, or like they have their own folk music.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's mostly that. But I feel like our generation, like my generation and the generation after, is actually making sure that Afrobeats is more heard.
Okay.
They're trying to do more events. They're trying to do Afrobeat dance classes. So I feel like it's now our time to take over.
Now, looking at those that really listen to your music, where are they coming from? Is it from Africa? Most of them coming from Africa or Austria or Nigeria?
Actually, from all over the world, but mostly from Africa, of course, yeah.
Okay.
But since I've been also doing German-speaking music, a lot of them come actually from Belgium or the Netherlands and, Germany, exactly.
All right.
On the back of what Harriet asked, when you are making music, how badly do you want your African influence to be part of your music, to be impactful to people from Austria and also in Africa? Because bear in mind, you come from two different cultural backgrounds.
Yeah.
How do you badly want the African influence to be in the music?
I'm just trying to represent my influences into my music and create my sound. You get to let the people know who I am and how I grew up. So what I'm trying to do is just infuse, Afro beats, like the beat with R&B and pop, because that's how I grew up with. That's the influences I had and the music that I've listened to. Yeah.
But by growing up, which music was played in the house?
It was actually mostly like R&B, soul, and also like Afrobeats. Yeah, because my dad used to be a musician as well himself, and he also used to infuse back then in the 90s. He also used to infuse like pop with Afrobeats. So it wasn't something new. I'm just trying to,
work around
exactly
and everything. Do you believe that the spotlight is on Africa, and that we can take over the world and retain that title for a long time?
Oh, definitely. I feel like we Africans, we just have to work together and not battle all the time. Like I feel like it's so unnecessary to me because like we know how strong we can be. So we just need to unite more, and also like in the music industry, collab with different countries as well. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
We are sort of like boxed. When I say Africans are boxed, everyone thinks it's only Afrobeats that's done in Africa.
Yeah.
There are other sounds.
Yeah.
Piano, there's high life, Fuji, there's is this Swahili,
There's Ghanaian drill.
Ghanaian drill,
Ghanaian drill, actually.
and everything. Do you feel in the course of making our music, should we be able to tell our story that it is not only Afrobeats that is in Africa?
Definitely.
How do you want us to make them understand from an artist perspective?
I feel like as a Nigerian, because I feel like the Nigerians are really like internationally out there.
Yeah.
Representing Afrobeats.
Afrobeats, yeah.
That's why probably the people only think, oh, there's just Afrobeats,
Afrobeats,
right?
yeah.
So for me, I feel like as a Nigerian, we should like collaborate with the other countries as
Eastern
well.
Africa,
Exactly.
South Africa,
yeah.
West Africa.
And make them also like have a platform, you know?
Yeah.
So
To do
that. Yeah. Finally,
Sure.
for a woman, how do you feel about female artists making a name for themselves, regardless the music industry is male dominated?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
What do you?
Oh, I like
It's
it.
male dominated.
It is.
It's male dominated.
It is.
Yeah.
Even like today, like the times that I've been here, right? Like I have not one woman in my team. Even like, not even just in the industry, but also like around the industry.
Around it,
It's
okay.
like mostly just men. So I feel like, I just feel like women should have like the confidence way more. Like they should feel more worth it, that they actually can do something. Also, like I feel like women should collaborate with women,
Other women.
as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not easy, but I feel like there's room for everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Do you see the challenges as a barrier stopping women? Because for women, I mean, we've had women conversation here talking about the opportunities that women actually can have in the music industry. But then most of our panelists spoke about the challenges, the barriers, the let's say the investors always go like, women go through this. They have to face this. So
I always agree with that. But anyway, I'll allow you to
so
talk
my
today.
question is like, should those barriers prevent us from prevailing?
No, definitely not. I feel like also like we can bloom in so many different ways as well. Because now that we have actually like social media.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop you from
Yeah.
being great or seen. Or I feel like you just have to put the work in. You can be great and come into music through fashion.
Yeah.
You can be great and come into music through blogging.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many ways to get their knowledge. It's not easy, but if you know your spotlight, you know,
That's what I was trying to disagree with you. But you know, per statistics, women actually are like, when we talk about songwriters, women are actually more than the male.
Men.
Yeah. Women are more, because we said we tend to express our emotions with words.
I understand that perfectly, but I also think that, the opportunities are there. But some women, by themselves and what the system probably looks like, will stay back and say, you know what, I cannot do this, by not even trying in the first place.
The willpower is not
Because
there.
if you do not try, how are you going to get it done? We are talking about women empowerment, but we want DJs. We cannot find women DJs. We cannot find women managers. We cannot find, and who's at fault for that? I'm not sure you can blame the men for not, making that happen.
no.
But anyway,
You were talking about collaboration with women, but have you personally collaborated with any woman before?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have, in general, just did one collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm working on a new project right now.
But if
With
you
a
are
female?
two, who would it be?
Especially in Ghana.
Right.
Especially in,
I know if you have visited you today.
thank you.
So if you're right.
Yes, and I love her energy as well.
Yeah,
She's so much fun.
But on a world stage, who?
On a one stage.
A world stage.
Like
which
an
artist-
international
an
artist.
Or like an
platform.
international art. I mean, I really, really love Thames right now.
Okay.
And Amaray. I think you.
Oh, and
sound
Amaray,
pretty-
yeah.
You guys would be
Yeah.
The
good.
sound,
Yeah.
it will be very nice.
Like I'm around toxic.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, for people like you, are very talented and who are musically inclined and don't just have to wait for a sound engineer to send them an instrumental before, okay, I like this. How is the creative process like? Because maybe when would you say that this song I want to sing in German, I want to do pidgin, I want to do straight English. How do you do that? It must be a
mean-
very difficult one for you.
Yeah, I'm not doing it by myself.
Okay.
I have a great team I always work with, and producers always have a writer they are comfortable with as well. So we always create like a safe space for us, and I just love to work in teams because I feel like the sound becomes so unique.
Yeah.
And everybody puts their own sauce into it, which I love, and I love the process of it. So yeah, that's how my sounds come about.
Okay, so it's like a team effort. Everybody brings something on
that's
board.
music. That's what music should be like, right?
What's the target?
connect.
Yeah, to connect, of course. But what's the target for ROSE MAY ALABA? Is it to get the African audience and push the Afrobeats here, or you also have the audience in the, as you mentioned, the German speaking countries,
Yeah.
and you want to push your audience there also, or you're looking at, let me get the African people to be behind me?
I mean, to be honest, the way that I've noticed my African people are behind me regardless. They're so proud that I'm actually representing their roots in a different continent, and I'm so touched by that. So for me, it only feels right to be part of, the worldwide movement of Afrobeats and making Afro music in general, not just Afrobeats, but Afro music in general known all over the world, and make it like a genre, like, not just, oh, that's Afrobeats, but actually make it also happen to play on the radios and get airplay and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, your first single as a solo artist, that was solo artist. You were talking about if all of this is you. Now,
Yeah.
did you have someone in mind whilst creating that?
Girl, let me tell you, I know. No, I hadn't. No. I was like I was 19 at that time. I didn't even think about the lyrics. I was just about to, I was looking forward to release music, to be like the world star, like when you start your career first, you be like, well, it's not all roses and gummy bears.
But do your experiences influence the kind of songs you sing?
Yeah, definitely. As I grew older, like, also like every song has a stage in my life as well, and it's like a process of my actual life.
Okay. So what stage were you in with Love Me Right?
Oh, you know what? Like, I actually used to be really heavy. I lost a lot of weight. So, but I always like still felt comfortable in my skin. I always felt confident, even though I was like heavyweight. But that's what inspired the song. Okay. Yeah.
But that same song was on the iTunes chart for almost 4 weeks. And I'm wondering, 4 weeks is a long time.
A long time. Yeah.
How were you able to sustain that? How did that happen?
Because like not only people from Austria streamed it, like from all around streamed it, and also I feel like it's because it was kind of a fresh sound back then, because we already had infused some of the Afro elements, which was super new in Europe.
I love Ghanaian music. I am, and most of all of us, I guess, we are strong pushers of our Ghanaian music, and we're still trying to understand how systems work in certain places. You being out there, take us through the process of releasing a song, like officially for everything to get out. How do you go through that so that we could understand from our side? Because we've got some lapses with our system
Challenges.
here.
What lapses? Challenges.
So if someone is watching and is like a musician or it's now rising and thinking, okay, so this is how I'm supposed to do it. Split sheet, submit my music to these two and all of those things. How does it work?
Obviously, it starts by creating the music.
Yeah.
Then obviously you have to have a split sheet so everybody can get their rights to the music, right? So after you've done the demo, you've been in the studio, you then mix and master the song, have someone go over it, mix everything correctly so the sound comes out really nice and smooth, so then you master it, and then once you have a release date, you have to submit the song 4 weeks before you release the song. So the distributor has actual time to distribute it to all like the digital platforms, to the playlists, to press, to do the press, because mind you, like every week a song
drops.
Yeah. So they need time. So that's actually how it works.
Okay.
But I mean, getting to know the Ghanaian music industry, I don't know how long you have been around. What's your fair idea about the Ghana music industry, and do you think that we have a good way to go?
Wow. To be honest, I'm having a hard time answering that because it's my first time in Ghana, and I came this Sunday and I'm leaving tomorrow.
So which means before you even came, you had zero idea about the Ghana music.
But I read somewhere that you want to do a collaboration with King Promise.
Yeah, I would love to.
You obviously have some
At least
idea.
I mean, I know the artist, obviously, but
Yeah.
I've not been
Been in the system to know.
system to share my opinion or whatever,
That's fine.
Trying to play safe.
Right.
Exactly. I'm not trying to.
I get it.
Any here. Like it's my first time.
So let's do King Promise. What do you like about him?
I love his voice and the melody he does in his songs are so sweet.
What song do you listen to?
Okay, right now,
Yeah, of King Promise.
Terminator,
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course.
And then I like Chop Life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
Chop
what I
Life is
like.
also really
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And Ginger.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned all King Promises. So it will be good. Any other artists, of course, if you've mentioned, she's got super out, amazing song. Which other one? Which other artist?
Who?
Which other artists are you looking at?
Mr. Easy, of course.
Mr. Easy. Okay.
Why are you making that face?
Oh no, I was trying to
Because
think.
he's a Nigerian.
He's Nigerian.
Yes.
Oh,
He's
but-
Ghanaian. No, he's Nigerian by
somehow,
birth.
right.
Ghanaian by.
Nigerian by music.
But it's like, okay. But isn't he like half Ghanaian?
He is.
Okay, so why are you like not claiming
His
him?
mom is Ghanaian and his dad is Nigerian.
No, he came to Ghana to school.
He came to Ghana.
Whichever way.
But he lived here.
We did a
Yeah.
collaboration. Oh my God.
But he still lives here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
somehow I think the Nigerian industry have grabbed him as their own. And
It-
that's
it-
But
it-
he's ours.
it-
Mr. Easy is actually
it-
ours.
You know what?
That's-
Whichever way, he's Ghanaian and Nigerian. Let's take it like that.
Exactly. It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. So Mr. Easy and of course some others. When I see you very active on Twitter. You stay active on Twitter. Yeah, quite a number of
You
times.
manage it yourself.
No, I actually have a team helping me.
Oh, why is that? That would be so nice.
Because look, social media and we have a love and hate relationship. Okay,
Okay.
let me tell you. So we have Instagram, you have Snapchat, you have Facebook,
Yeah.
you have Twitter,
Okay.
and the list goes on. And you have
Threads.
Threads.
Yeah.
Like girl, I'm holding on for dear life here.
right.
There's even
And-
TikTok.
TikTok, see.
Yes.
See? And then I have to live my life as well, right? Okay, let me make that clear. Okay, so obviously they cannot post anything without my confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I can have the help of, why not?
Yeah. But Lenny, lots of artists are maximizing the opportunities when it comes to TikTok especially.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, as an artist, lots of people want to see, what you're wearing for today. I mean, I
Yeah.
like your shoes.
Thank you.
Your outfits, your music. So how do you get yourself immersed in it? Because the people need to relate with you, like they know you
Yeah.
in a certain way.
Yeah.
And how do you do that?
I mean, Instagram is like my thing that I do and I
Okay.
feel comfortable doing. I talk a lot to my fans through Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
I do also how does it call on Twitter? It's not live, where we
Space.
talk.
Space?
Yeah, where we talk to each other. I do that a lot. I just try to stay connected with my fans, through my social medias. Yeah, so Instagram is for me like my go-to.
That's your
app.
go-to.
My go-to.
Yeah.
App. Yeah.
The other thing to notice about your music is your voice.
Aw,
Yeah.
The voice is amazing.
thank you.
I mean, how do you, as a young artist, keep that in shape to make sure that even as you're growing, the voice will be changing a little bit, going up, so that you stay in shape like
Yeah.
that. So the Rose May that we know now will be the same voice that we'll know in like the next 5-10 years.
I mean, you have to keep your voice like training and
Yeah.
stuff like that, because every time I notice, like, if I don't sing for like 2 days, my voice get rusty, and it takes time for my voice to wake up. So you always have to train your voice every day. If it's just singing for 15 minutes, but letting your voice know you're still working. And obviously, I sometimes take voice lessons before a huge show to prepare myself for it. Yeah. Yeah. It's like an instrument. You always have to.
Let's hear it.
Ibadi mi tomana, ileki mi tonjomi. I know you like it. I know you want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was short too. I'm sure. I thought you were going to continue like that. That's really, really nice. And what about your stage crafts? I mean, it's one of the things that adds up to what an artist is about. How do you also make sure that whenever you get on stage to perform, there's like an experience, you leave something on the minds of people that when they're going home, like that one?
I mean, I always perform. Shout out to my dancers. We're at GCC with my dancers. We do Afrobeat dancing as well. And we have so much fun on stage, and people can actually see it. We love to include, the crowd into our set. So I feel like that
keeps you going.
Yeah.
But apart from the stage, talking about dancers and music videos, in videos especially, do they really add anything to music videos?
Definitely. They bring all the energy and make you as an artist feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I feel like that's so important as well, because they also shift the dynamic when performing live,
Right.
They just have that kind of energy,
The energy.
that you cannot give like while singing.
Yeah.
And even like the way they do the eye contact with the crowd, like going off and doing all the faces, like it just sends a different kind of energy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about everything, but the Filipino background.
The bit,
Yes. And when she sung, I just remembered that she's a Filipino. You know that
See?
every Filipino knows how to sing. Is it?
That's
is it something?
It's because they've been watching telenovelas.
Like every Filipino
That
knows how
thing
to
makes
sing.
sense. It was recently I realized that most Filipinos know how to sing.
And my mom used to sing as well.
Look at
So,
that.
Is it
all of my
is it
mom's
mandated? From
Like,
childbirth?
is this something you have taught in schools?
Yeah.
It's like you all can sing.
Yeah, that's
Every
true.
Filipino can sing.
They can sing, they can dance, and
Yeah.
play at least one instrument.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Okay. It's part
you
of
wanted
your
it
basic
towards,
education.
Yeah. I mean, you just have it in your blood. They're just
Okay,
like
so
talented like that.
And then you know the way she said, they.
Yeah.
You say we.
Let's see.
Have you been there? Have you been there?
Yes, I have. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're just talented like that.
We'll be going for our second break very soon. But then you are here in Ghana. You said you'll be leaving tomorrow. You came to promote your music.
Yeah,
Okay, and make like connections and
Yes.
everything. Would you consider coming back?
definitely. I will come back probably in the next 3-4 months.
It does
And
get
definitely
short.
December, because everybody has told me like December.
I just wanted to hear. December, you are coming.
If you miss out
Yeah.
December in Ghana,
Yeah.
But so it means when you're coming back in December, you have to make like the moves and get on certain stage that you perform. Have you started connecting with the?
Actually not yet, but I think we'll definitely look
What to
at
do,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to be on Afro Future.
Oh,
Yeah, because the way you are talking about dancers,
Yes,
dancing,
right.
the whole experience for Afro Future is all about culture, food, music.
Piano.
I hope Kennedy is listening.
I love my Afro
Kennedy is listening.
Kennedy needs to put you on his
Yeah.
team. And when you come
It's an
back-
experience I always go to every year. And when we have people here, especially people from the diaspora coming through, I want to see their performance
Yes.
on
Yeah.
stages like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
And you will be good on it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm going for a quick commercial break. If anyone, hold on with your questions. I'm going for a quick commercial break. It's still Entertainment TV live on Metro Television. We'll be back shortly.
All right, welcome back from the break. You're still watching Entertainment Review. We've got a few minutes to wrap up on the show, and our guest is still ROSE MAY ALABA. Join us to talk about her music, everything that she's been doing. But she mentioned that she's also into fashion. Tell us about that bit of you, the fashion bit. What exactly is your brand like?
Where do I start?
From the top.
From the top, I guess. No, I just grew up in a very fashionable household.
Okay.
My dad used to be a musician, like I said, so he would dress really, bright colors, baggy jeans,
Okay.
Overalls, and I just fell in love with that style. And then you have my brother who also has his own type of style and fashion. So we just like to try new things. We're not afraid to look different than others, I guess. So that's actually how it started. My love for fashion.
So you have a particular brand now, or you just try new
No,
things
I don't
all
have
the time?
I don't have a particular brand. I just have like some deals with brands which
Okay. You
are
do
standing
for
already.
them,
Exactly. So I'm just into fashion. But I'm dreaming about a future brand.
Okay, that won't be bad at all,
That could
right?
do. When the name ROSE MAY is mentioned, as Nanaya would say every day, at the end of the day, what do you want to be noted
Remembered for, like,
for? Be remembered for ROSE MAY ALABA.
That's actually a good question. I just want to be remembered for my good music and the good influence for being a good person. Yeah.
Everything good?
when are you retiring from music, or are you doing music for life?
I'm doing music for life. I'm not thinking about retiring. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like I'm an athlete or something,
But wait, so the way for us here, we like hits. When someone does a song and like, Charlie, I need a hit. Like, is it like that with you also? Like, you need a song that's going to be like a hit song, or is just doing it for the fan, for just the love of music?
I mean, I feel like you cannot be always thinking about and stressing yourself about doing hits.
Okay.
I feel like you should have to let it come naturally. And people will pick it up. Even like with the latest single that I've just dropped, Ibadi, I never would have thought that it would be like fireworks and it would actually be received that way. And I'm here in Ghana, talking to you guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's a good joint.
Okay.
That's a good song.
thank you.
Your latest work that you're currently doing right now. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so I'm actually, I was in Nigeria before I came to Ghana, so I've worked on a couple of new songs, and I'm looking forward also tonight actually to work on some of songs. I'm working on a project on a new EP, which I'm dropping next year, beginning of next year, and I'm still dropping 2 new singles this year, and I'm super excited
And
about
one
that.
should feature a Ghanaian artist.
Yeah, I don't want to say
Yeah,
too much
okay,
though.
Oh, so she's got some.
Yeah.
She's
I don't wanna say
she's
too
working,
Wow.
working on that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think we've had a very nice discussion trying to know who ROSE MAY is. Of course, we know she's a Real Madrid supporter.
Obviously.
Oh,
So what kind of question? What kind of question is that?
No, sometimes because of maybe the affiliation,
Nah.
you may support that team. Oh, it's beautiful.
When
When it was a Bayern, you were Bayern.
Of course. No. Anywhere my brother goes, I will follow.
family support.
yes.
Tell you to
So
come to
sweet.
Chelsea.
No,
I won't-
no. Even the Chelsea
I think he's
fans-
actually pretty happy at Real Madrid.
Yeah. I think I told you this season I'm actually going to Real Madrid. Just because of
Really?
the I'm going to
Ransford will be
support
so happy.
because I'm going to support the number 5.
Yeah.
Yes, Jude Bellingham.
We don't need you at Stamford Bridge anymore. Stay where you better bow.
You're not loyal at all.
you know.
You're not loyal.
It's been bad, yeah.
Okay, Rose. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah.
in. And
My
did they teach you
pleasure.
anything yet? Like any tree stuff?
You said
Did
what?
they teach you any tree pronunciation?
No, but I have a Ghanaian name.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm called Ya.
What's yeah?
No, isn't it the way?
Say yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? On that,
she's
on
That's
that
why.
note, you see, I always say that
Oh,
guns are the best.
Exactly.
You can't go wrong with a Thursday one. So she's actually Rose.
Yes.
Okay.
Rose.
Yabaya.
Yabaya.
Whoever gave you that name should be blessed 1,000 times.
Okay, yeah. I'm Akwaba, Yamawa Atanase. So,
Thank you.
so you say Medasi.
Medasi.
That's thank you.
Okay, Medasi.
Yes, Medasi. When you go, you tell them Meko Ghana.
Meko Ghana.
Meko
Ghana.
Meko
Ghana.
Ghana.
I went to Ghana.
Oh, Meko Ghana.
Kanisa, aye.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's it with Rose May Alaba this afternoon. It's been an amazing conversation with her. Which are the very best, of course, social media. Rose May Alaba on all platforms.
Yep.
Yeah. So do well to follow on YouTube, on Instagram, and all the others.